What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ben the Jeep Guy. I'm your faithful host, Ben the Jeep Guy. Today we're going to talk about steering and primarily an HD heavy duty tie rod for the XJ, MJ, or TJ. This particular one is a solid steel bar and it's made by Iron Rock Offroad. It's machined to accept the tie rod ends. It's also got these nice wrench flats machined into it. Makes adjustment by the alignment guy or yourself pretty easy. And it's also powder coated in this nice glossy black powder coat finish. If you get on the Jeep forums or the Jeep Facebook pages, as soon as you start asking about steering, you're going to hear 1 ton, GM 1 ton tie rod ends, inverted T, Heim joints, which all of those are well and good, especially when you get more experience. But for the introductory Jeeper on a 31 to a 33 inch tire, mild wheeling, this is going to be great. It replaces the factory one that tends to bend off-road under stress and with big tires, and just gives you a little bit more reassurance off-road. So let's take the old one off. I'll go through the process of putting the new one on and how you can get your alignment close before you take it to the alignment shop, because it's always recommended to take it for a real alignment once you're done. Let's get started. All right, so this is a completely bone stock steering setup on my XJ. It's got everything stock except for they've been replaced, of course. The old stuff got wore out about 8 months ago. I just couldn't drive on it anymore. I had to replace everything. It was on a tight budget. So that's why I've chosen the Iron Rock HD tie rod setup, because I just replaced everything. It's a pretty simple install. There's 2 adjustment collars that have to be loosened, and then the whole bar will rotate until it unscrews off the ends, and then you put the new one in, reverse the process. I'm going to take measurements from knuckle to knuckle to get as close on the toe setup that I can, and I'm just going to be using a tape measure. Using a tape measure and taking the measurement before you take it all apart will get you close enough to at least get you down to the shop to get that alignment done. Alright, as you can see here, I'm measuring, and mine measures at 53 1/4, so that's what I'm going to shoot for when I put the new one in. As you guys can see, this is the factory one. This is the HD tie rod from Iron Rock. As you can see, there's no comparison with these bad boys. This is junk. This is beef. Let's go get it put in. There it is, Iron Rock heavy duty tie rod. Pretty easy installation. The installation procedure that you saw me do here was actually the 2-person installation procedure on their instructions. They had a different setup for 1 person where you take off 1 tie rod in, count how many turns you got, then once you get them started, mount the tie rod in, back up. As you can see, it's pretty easy to do the 2-person way, 1 person. Anyways, I did put a little bit of anti-seize on threads on both ends, just to help with adjustment in the future, so that no rust and corrosion got inside of there. Other than that, it's ready to go. I did a tape measure alignment, as you saw there. That should be good enough to get me to the alignment shop without having my steering wheel all one way or the Jeep wandering down the road. But and it's always recommended to get a real alignment once you do something with your steering like this. But other than that, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button below, and I'll try to bring you guys some new content here soon. Thanks, guys. Happy Jeeping.